basically, you know, we're all physiological beings here.
Yes.
And when you discuss many times about the reflection in the mirror,
Yes.
my question is, if one of us has a physiological problem, a chemical problem,
Yes.
and they're depressed,
Yes.
and you want to break through that,
Yes.
how do you do that when your internal chemistry is not allowing you to smile into the mirror?
You can still change
What's the trick?
your internal chemistry. Number one, know that you can. Do you know that you can?
I haven't up till now.
But do you know that you can?
Yes, now I do.
Why do you know that you can?
Because I trust you and believe you, and you just said so.
No.
That's not true?
Do not trust me.
Okay.
Why do you know that you can?
Because I trust myself.
More than that. More than that. It's even more apparent than that as to why you can know that you can. Shall I give you a hint?
Please.
Thank you. How did you come up with this question?
Because I experience it.
But that's not what I'm asking you. How did you conceive of the question?
Thought processes, you know, whatever.
Oh, all right. Something within you put you in touch with a state of being, a state of mind that let you know that it was possible to ask a question about how to change this, yes?
Yes.
That ability in and of itself to come up with a question, is it possible to change this, tells you that it is, or you wouldn't have been capable of even conceiving of the question. You cannot imagine what you do not contain. You cannot imagine what you do not contain. So if you have the capability of even formulating a wonderment about whether or not something is even possible, that tells you it is. Or you wouldn't have been even capable of conceiving of the concept, because you cannot conceive what you do not contain the possibility of. Does that make sense to you?
Yes. But to take that possibility, then what?
Yes,
what
I understand.
What would be the process?
I understand.
Yes.
But we have already begun to discuss the so-called process. The realization, first and foremost, in and of itself, that it is possible is step one in the process. You follow me?
Yes.
Beforehand, you were not necessarily feeling sure that such a thing was even possible. But the fact that I have just told you that your ability to even conceive of the question tells you that it is step one in the process, to realize that it is possible. That's step one. Now, for some people, step one might be enough. To realize that a thing is possible may be enough to simply know that it's already done. And that alone can begin to change your chemistry. Just the very realization that a thing is possible will change your chemistry. Do you understand this?
Yes.
So your chemistry right now has begun to change. Right now. It may feel slow. You may not feel anything at all, but it has begun to change right now. Just because you're considering the realization that you now know it's possible for it to do so. You follow me?
Yes, I do.
So it's already changing. Your neurons in your brain, your synapses, are already literally, physically moving to new locations, to form new associations right now. Those new associations will create new neurochemical manufacturing going on in your body right now. That neurochemical manufacturing will right now influence the cellular structure of your body right now. With that one thought, you have already shifted the cellular structure of your body to something different than what it was before you asked the question. You're already changing right now. Now, the degree to which you experience the changes again comes back to your ability to realize you can experience change slowly over what you call time, or rapidly, with very little time involved. And here's how you go about understanding that, at least here's one way. Do you understand that all change is a total change?
I get close to that. I don't know if I totally understand it.
All right. Have you heard us use the cube analogy to describe this concept?
Yes, I have the 6 sides and one is changed.
Yes.
And does that mean it's the same cube or the same one with a...
And you understand that you can look at it as if it's not just the same cube with a small change, but you can look at it as if it's a completely different cube, yes?
Yes.
All right. How much attention you focus on the idea that you're completely different from moment to moment will determine the speed, the acceleration, the rapidity at which you experience the idea that you are in fact changing on every level of your being, cellularly, chemically, neurologically, energetically, all levels. How much attention you devote to the notion that every change is a total change will allow you to experience the change more rapidly. Make sense?
Yes. Yes. You've made this so clear, I almost feel foolish asking the question.
No.
Having had asked it,
It is not foolish. If there is to be any notion of this idea, it is more foolish not to ask. But nothing in that sense is to be judged. Do not compound the change by adding foolishness to the judgment of yourself, for then you have added one more thing that must then be changed. You follow me?
Yes.
So, all foolishness aside, brush it off, and if you are going to consider yourself a fool, then consider yourself a fool for change.
Okay.
All right?
Yes.
Does this help you?
Yes, it has.
Now, one moment. What is your favorite tea?
Chamomile.
Nope.
I hate chamomile tea. No, I'm just kidding.
I have a new favorite tea for you. All right?
Okay.
Are you ready to know what it is?
Absolutely.
All right, here it is. Brevity. In all things, be brief. Brevity. Think about that and let it sink in. All right? Yes, no, maybe?
Yes.
Thank you.